everyone, it's AJ, and today it's Monday. And you know what that means? It's Manga Monday! Yeah! So, it's obviously the beginning of a new month, which also means a brand new chapter of Bungo Stray Dogs. So here we go, chapter 99. And guess who fucking called it that there wasn't going to be any of the prison arc this chapter? I did. I feel like I just jinxed it, so I'm very sorry. But anyway, so this is just a complete airport arc chapter, and we got to see lots of people come back. So yay to that. There is some good things about this chapter. We might not be dealing with the death game, but we do have other good things. First of all, we start off with Kenji just fucking yeeting all the fucking vampires. And yes, I just said yeeting. Like, what the fuck? So Kenji's just throwing them around like nobody's business. Aya's just like, what the fuck is going on? But yeah. So after Kenji just sweeps away all of the vampires, basically like, cleaning's done. Bram finally gets a look at him and then sees that he's get up is obviously a wee farmer's boy. He just gets so fucking excited and goes oh my god, he's a farmer! Or, depending on the translation. So I've seen one that says, oh my god, he's a farmer, or, oh my god, a peasant. And frankly, I prefer the peasant one. It's oh my god, a peasant. And it's hey, peasant, would you like to cultivate my fields for me? I was just now is not the time, you stupid old bitch. I just love that, instantly Bram is just I want to hire this child to deal with my fields. It's Bram, you don't even have any fucking land anymore. You're a head on a sword. What land do you have to cultivate? But then Kenji just being Kenji, is just I'm a bit busy at the moment. I'm kind of doing a side job of working at ADA whilst already cultivating another farm, and it's my pure eye is side job? What? So obviously the banter just carries on, just good times. So, and then literally a split second later, Kenji's just hey, Bram, even though he doesn't call him Bram, there's been multiple kind of translations of that as well, but one that I quite like is Mr. Head. I'm just oh, I gotta love it. So he's see, in your lands, do you ever get wolves? And he's just yes, they're a bitch, they try and eat my sheep. And he's why? And it's well, a wolf's arrived, and it's a fine fucking wolf it is. It's Tecchou. Yes, I fucking love Tecchou. Tecchou's my favourite hunting dog aside from Tachihara. So the fact that this fine man has just came back, I am so fucking buzzing to see him animated next season. I'm so buzzing. I swear, if Bones fuck him up, I'm gonna be so heartbroken because I love him so much. But anyway, so here we go. Here's Tecchou coming up to beat up Kenji once more because previously Tecchou's already stabbed Kenji through a van. And Kenji's not exactly stupid to forget that, let's just say. And spoiler warning, he is very, very, very careful about what he does in this fight. So once Tecchou appears, we have a little cut and we have Ashisi! He's fucking back! So he's just running down the corridor, just casually, and then it's just cute little panel, and it's just so Rampo told me to do this, and it's Kenji and Ashisi just going to try and find Bram, and obviously the hunting dogs going with them, but it's just wee chibi versions of them, and they're so cute. I love the little panel. And it basically is yeah, so you need to do this. You need to find them, or essentially that is the plan. So then Atchison comes across what looks to be Aya just kind of crying in the corridor, but no Bram in the back. So we already know that's big red flags. So, but Atchison being like, oh no, a crying girl, I can't. Obviously being the good boy that he is, goes over and, well, here we go. Here's Tecchou just being like, sup, bitch. Fuji. Oh, and then just literally just grabs him by the foot and just holds him up there and like, yeah, I'm so much stronger than you. Like, honestly, that's Lassie's strength, man. Also, just the fact that it's like the instant change of like, hi, yes, I'm back to the little small Lassie version of me that I like to be in, so that people underestimate me. Because we don't really know how fucking old she is, because frankly, she can be any age, given the fact that she can change her looks. I like that. So with that, we have a cut back to Kenji and Tecchou, and basically Kenji tries to get Aya to run away because, well, he knows what he's like, and frankly, he doesn't really want her to get stabbed or get caught in the conflict. So, to the point where literally Kenji says, I don't think I can win against this person, so I would really, really like you to leave. Like, even though Aya kind of hesitates for a second, she does what she's told. She runs with Bram, and Bram shouts, like, don't die. And depending, obviously, like I said, which translation you get, whether you get farmer or peasant, I still love the peasant because it's just funnier for Bram. It makes more sense, personally. So it's just like, don't die, peasant. As they're running away. Like, I feel sorry for Kenji, but, like, cause, like, how many times does he have to fight? Like, he's 14! And he has to fight a fucking adult constantly and get his arse kicked. Well, not his arse kicked, but like, you know what I mean? He gets a little bit of a beating, and it's not really fair for adults to just beat up a fucking 14-year-old. But anyway, Kenji just being Kenji, you know, like, sweet, innocent face, just like, hey, here's my little ray of sunshine. Thanks for, like, waiting, like... being polite and shit. And Tecchou's just like, well, my issue isn't with them, it's with you, because you're the one that's caused all of this. I.e. the ADA's caused this whole thing, even though we know that's a fucking lie. But anyway, the fucking book with its fucking abilities just let's make everyone think, hey, by the way, because this was written on a stupid page, but the ADA did this, everyone's going to believe it, unless people actually use their brains and actually think, oh wait, they didn't. Like the third of the police force that actually stick up for Rampo because they're like, no, that makes no sense. Stuff like that. And then obviously Tachihara like clicking, it's like, wait a minute, this is all wrong. And it's like, yes, although that obviously turned out wrong for Tachihara, just like Juno. But speaking of Juno, Tachi's been like, right, where's my partner if it does my fucking arse in? Where's Juno? Obviously, Kenji being like, I don't know who you're talking about. Just bless him, and then he's like, do you want me to help you find him? It's just the sweet innocence of it all, and he's just like, Tecchou's just like, wait, what? You'll help me find him? And he's like, hi, yeah, of course. And we get that sweet little, soft little face of Tecchou. And it's just like, oh, thank you. And it's just like, beaming rays of sunshine. And then it's like, wait a minute. No, that's not what I mean. No. No. Like, this is all your fault that he's missing. Like, he's went missing. He got attacked by a vampire. The vampires are your fault, so it's all your fault. And it's just like, no, Tecchou, you were just getting there. No. And then Kenji's just like, yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about, but yeah, we didn't do this. So then Tecchou, technically being sensible in what he says, it's like, So then why did you let the head of the vampires get away? And literally, like Kenji's just like, oh, that's because, and then he literally doesn't get a chance to finish because Tecchou's just already extended his sword to go for his neck. Like he's a fucking demon at a demon's lair. Yes, that's on my mind because this is like, obviously, I'm recording this today after episode 10 of Demon Slayer. Like, holy fuck, that episode. But anyway, that leads to Tecchou basically fighting with Kenji. Kenji literally holding on to his sword with all fucking dear life, making sure that it doesn't go through him again because, yeah, he doesn't want to go through that again. And kind of left with a slight mini cliffhanger as there's a slight stabby sound or stabby panel, and then we go back to Tecchou and Ashise. Basically, Tecchou's just like still like holding them up in the air, and Ashise's being a little bitch because, well, he can't seem to fight against her. So, and she's basically doing everything that she can to make sure that he can't change or use his abilities against her. So there is that. But that doesn't matter because it was all part of the plan for Ashise to actually find her. Because then we get the banger of it that is Tachihara's back in video form. Literally gets his phone out, just goes like, hey bitch, watch this video. And it's basically Tachihara being like, hey, I am dead. If you're seeing this, I am either dead or missing or whatever the case is. And by the way, the AD is innocent. So Tecchou, fucking listen to me. Obviously the fact that Tecchou is like, obviously with the mind being warped with the book abilities, being like, no, this is fake. You've like somehow created this. Like this isn't true. Like obviously, because that's how everyone thinks about it. Ashise's like, no, you have to fucking listen to me. This is what it's like. But then as the video goes on, there's like wee clues to like the fact that it is actually Tachihara, and Tecchou is actually collecting me like, oh no, they can't fake that because how would they know that? So she kind of gives them a wee bit of a chance. I say a wee bit of a chance. She basically goes like, right, well, what's the agency's plan then? Ashise basically says, well, I'll tell you if you agree to help us. And she's like, well, on the one condition. And he's like, what? You take me to your agency strategist. Aye, take me to fucking Rampo. That now poses the danger of taking her to see Rampo in Lucy's domain. Like, you know, the safe space where nobody's been able to find him. So if she doesn't break the book ability, like I want to say the book curse, like the power of the book, right? And she still believes that the ADA is like causes of everything and whatnot. Obviously, she can just basically destroy them, like because obviously she's a hunting dog. She's a very powerful person. The fact that she's just holding Ashley like just by the throat and he's not really been able to do anything. Like, he ain't exactly a weakling, like, he kind of knows how to fight. So, granted, obviously, he's kind of holding back because he's trying to obviously get the hunting dogs on their side, you know, but still. It would be very bad news if she got in there and basically killed Rampo because they really need Rampo. So, there is that. So Ashise agrees and be like, right, come with me this way and we need to convince you so hard that we're in the right. And then once more, we're back to in the airport with the other side of the airport with the big fight that just keeps happening between the kid and the adult. Oh, God, like, bless, like, Kenji actually just going for it and fighting against, like, Tecchou and whatnot. Favourite panel, though, of this is the fact that Kenji gets enough strength, like, he's gripping onto the edge of the sword, right? And he's flipping Tecchou in the air, so it's just, like, this big-ass sword. Tecchou's now, like, flying in the air. Tecchou's like, what? Like, he literally can't believe what's going on. It's just like, ah. And then it's literally just becomes like this, like, hand-to-hand battle between these two. And it still makes it hilarious at the fact that he is fighting a literal kid. He is 14. And he's just like, yay! They're like holding hands. Like, well, not obviously holding hands, like, they're close enough, like, holding against each other and whatnot. Like, literally, the power of these two people are creating cracks on the floor, like, on the ground. Like, they're, like, producing so much power just to, like, basically, like, in a weird tug of war against each other, just pushing against each other. And it just destroys the floor. Despite the Tecchou like notices and like acknowledges that the fact that Kenji is a very, very strong person, he just like cracks and goes, oh, he's strong, but I'm stronger, and literally just goes whoop. Kenji's just like, oh no, because he's just like, I'm a hunted dog. Oh, jeez. And then literally just, like, throws Kenji away and, like, whacks, like, through a wall by the looks of things. And that is how the chapter ends. That is how chapter 99 ends. Kenji getting thrown through a fucking wall by the looks of things. So, obviously, Kenji probably will survive that, because it's Kenji. However, basically we're just going to go into chapter 100 with a big ass fucking fight continuing. Like, it's going to be multiple fights, probably. I don't think we'll go back to the prison next one, even though chapter 100 would be very nice, but probably not. So we'll probably have a fight within Lucy's domain, probably. Like, I don't see it going entirely smoothly. I feel like there has to be, like, a mini fight. Kind of like what's going on right now with Kenji and Tecchou. But, yeah. Overall, decent chapter. We got to see more people again. Granted, we were only stuck in, like, the airport kind of side of things. And obviously, personally, I want to know what the fuck's going on in the prison, because obviously, Chuya appears, and then we don't see him again. Like, it's probably going to be fucking months again when we go back to the airport. Like, not the airport, the prison. Like, I wouldn't be fucking surprised. They're like, oh, here's the little taster, and then fuck you, we're going back this way. Oh, and I think Asagiri is taking a wee break as well, so I think there's going to be a wee delay. Or, like, it's going to be, like, going back to kind of, like, half chapters again or something like that, of what I've kind of... If what I've read is correct, yes. So, that was chapter 99. Let me know your thoughts below. Did you enjoy it? Like, are you happy to be more focused on one side of the story of what's going on? Or did you really want more, like, the prison? Like, would you rather have had more prison-focused stories? Let me know down below. Let's have a little chat. I don't know why I said that like that. But anyway, so that's another Manga Monday. Obviously, we'll be back next month with maybe. We'll see what's happening. Obviously, we'll be back anyway when the next part comes out anyway. Whether it's a half chapter or a full chapter, whatever. But even if there isn't, there's still more Bungo content to come because something finally arrived and it's sitting right there. Yeah, I finally got 15 years. My light novel finally came. Months and months later, it finally came. Yes! So, obviously look out for that soon once I actually finish reading it properly, so then can do a little comparison of the anime to the light novel. Ooh, and the artwork inside of it is just so nice. Yes, I already cheated by just like looking at the artwork and like the manga panels and like the wee drawings, like the very back. Oh, there is a note. I'm just get it out there. There's a note in it and it's like, what the fuck, of like the designs like at the very back from Haruki. Like, we'll get there. So anyway, until next time, I'm AJ, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.